Good morning, fellas. I'm going to do the comments today. I'm not going to do a live comment show. Instead, I decided to use my equipment and just record it. Mr. Make It Happen. What's your take on black women dating white men? Is it a fetish, or are black women tired of black men? I believe the latter. They're tired of black men. Would you be tired of black men? By the way, the percentage of black women who are dating outside the race is very, very, very small. Now, back in the 90s, the dominant society started this to influence black women through the use of movies and commercials. You'll see in the commercials, you'll see like a mulatto dating a white guy or a sister dating a white guy now. That's the new thing. They're trying to subconsciously influence black women to date outside the race. You gotta open your eyes and open your mind and pay attention. It started back in the 90s in a movie, and they had another movie. They had never had that before, a black woman with a white man. But they got tired of black men taking white women, so they wanted to reverse that imagery. The big thing when I was young, when they had a black man fucking a white woman in the movies. Now, that started when I was in high school. Some of the old black movies, or actually they were white movies, but they had a like cool black guy in there. But then it carried on to where they actually had one being married to one in a movie. That was like a big deal. It's like, ooh, society freaked out. You saw the commercial. They had the black father, the white mother, and the biracial, the cereal commercial. You see how society freaked out over that? So the dominant society is trying to influence black women. If you open your eyes and pay attention, you'll see the clues right there. And it's worked. Now, it's not a fetish. They're doing it, many of them are doing it for survival reasons. And there's women on YouTube that talk about it. One woman said she felt sorry for black men, but we don't have good credit. We don't get access to things she wanted to get access to. So she married an Italian man, and she's living overseas. She comes back and forth to the States. Okay? She right out stated, I feel sorry for us, but her kids will now have access to higher stuff than she can get by marrying just a dusty old black man in the United States. If you young brothers could bring yourselves up, and I'm looking at your photo, you're part of the problem. Look at your photo. You got the silly hat on, the glasses, I'm not sure what you're wearing. That's what they don't like. That's part of the ghetto, dusty black thing. You're not coming at me like a man. You're not suited and booted or trying to, wear decent clothes. So that we get what we deserve. Hitchcock scums the entire planet. I wonder why they even exist, Supreme. See, I don't hate people. And look at you there, Hitchcock. You got a lot of European in you, bro. Unfortunately for some of us, our male ancestry goes back to Europe, myself included. I can't trace my DNA through my father's genes. And I'm probably sure you're probably the same way. Or no, you might be your mother's side, but yeah, you are black, yeah. You're fair-skinned. They are our children. They are offshoots of us. And they're pissed off. Our children came home to rule for a while. Full of hate, piss and vinegar. Hey, it's a black guy. That gray guy is obviously insecure. Okay, so on one of my videos, what happened, the racist crawled out of the rocks. I put up a video showing, because that Vegas guy came in and said that black guys get fat chicks only. So hey, this black guy recommended a video. showing a brother on the beach, I guess during spring break in Florida, I believe it is. It looked like Florida. Asking white chicks to like black guys. And all the ones, of course, he showed said yes. And I knew it would start the racial hateration. I know there's issues between the races. And I know there's issues that white males have that come even watch and learn from me. I don't want to push your buttons. I do believe in giving the brutal truth. Because I think, we've been lied to enough. I got pissed off that I was lied to about history and shit like that. And I know the dominant society did to keep black people down. I'm not going to go into the whole blacks thing, but, I'd rather have the truth of everything. And I know that the dominant society, it doesn't make them feel good, so they get upset. Especially when they heard the dick shit from these white chicks. And that would be enough to piss me off too if I was a white guy. And I had, 5.5 inches. Black dudes are walking around with 9s and 10s. That would be enough to piss me off. So I get it. But as I said, there are plenty of white guys, above 7 inches. So it's just the ones that got the small ones that start hating because they heard that. And recognize that what you have, you can learn to use it. Fuck the bullshit, learn to use it and use it well. So this dude Greg showed up, started the insecurity shit. As his black guy said, they don't have, the white guys I know down here in the South aren't as stuck up as the guys online. They get women too. They don't have this problem. It's just the racist, insecure types who can't get any pussy. Even player, if you give them advice, they won't listen. To me, in my opinion, I believe it has to do with you being black. You're very right about that. None of them taking advice or orders from another black man. That's why I'm not successful at this, and I never will be. And again, that's why I'm gonna just go ahead and go do other stuff. It is because I'm black. Also, what I teach, they don't like. You see, this is the workforce. You see this in workforce a lot. Let me go to the actual page. Wrong page. Let's see. That page I'm going to show you guys in just a minute. It's Roosh Forum. I'm going to click, I already clicked on that link. A guy named Alpha Male came in because they were talking about me on Roosh. And he said, I see that. They equate learning from YouTube to learning martial arts from the book, which is actually stupid. Because you take my advice, you apply it in the real world. That's what the people who are successful do. They take my advice and they apply it in the real world out there. And there is a big difference than taking dating advice than martial arts. Although I've used that similar analogy. If you want to learn martial arts, you go to a black belt. Okay? Martial arts is a physical skill. Gaming women, this is where their brains don't get it. Gaming women starts in the head. Okay? I can't be there to teach you how to fuck. I did that once. I'm never gonna do that again. I can't be there to teach you how to stick your dick in pussy and finger the clit and all that. So that's where they're actually wrong. You can learn game from actually getting advice. Whether that advice is in person, it's actually better in person though. If I took a guy to the club, as I did up in Canada, I'm standing right behind a guy that I took out and told him where to put his hands. I helped him spot the chick was choosing. As I did also with a young fellow that came to my town, and I took him out to a club. He got laid that night. He had a fake ID. I didn't realize he was that young, but he got laid with a 30-year-old. Yeah. But plenty of people have taken my advice and gone on to great success. You take the advice and you apply it to your life. And what's my main advice? Females do the choosing. If you just take just that alone and back engineer, bam, your shit's solved. You take my advice on what to do in bed and you practice it, you become a sex god. Again, I have been thanked by white women. I've been thanked by white women. Even, and that one mulatto thanked me also, but I've been thanked. You know, how many guys had women say, thank you? Oh God, thank you. That was so good. How many guys have had women have more than 15 nuts, as I've shown on an audio file that I used to have? Yeah, I audio tape myself having sex with one chick. I wish I hadn't put it out now, though, now that I'm older. But back then, I believed, hey, by any means necessary, let me show these guys the truth. And then some jackass came in, that video or Vegas dude, where's your infield video? You better, he goes, you can learn from any avenue, but them being nerds, they're not going to listen to a black guy because of how America views blacks here. Who's Alpha Male Network? They also don't believe in hearing another woman's perspective. I know. Or not giving for her thoughts, critiques, or suggestions. You'd better get advice from Zen Mac Forums, that's me, or United Players of America, than Roosh. Who are United Players of America? I've heard that name before. Let's see who Alpha Male is. You watch a lot of that guy's videos, the Houthi. And some Tyreek. No way. The Houthi, Matra, random talk views on Tommy. Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that one. I'd like to see what he has to say. If he supports Tommy Solter, I would never watch another one of his videos. Ever. Okay. That Capo Stew guy was actually telling them the truth, and they banned him. LOL, typical. And let's go see what he's talking about. Because I went there, this is what it said, Supreme, I see they're talking about you on Roosh. And I get the Instagram shit. I think it's Instagram or whatever that is. I forgot. One of them. It's not Instagram. Or maybe it is Instagram. I don't know. I forget. But I get there. I was getting a bunch of shit, so I unsubscribed from the shit. I told him, I blocked him. Sorry, I was getting his shit. He said this racist thing, and he said that racist thing, and I called him out on that shit. So here I am at the top. What are your favorite pickup channels on YouTube? And people start listening. I like Charisma on Command. You guys might want to check his channel out. He's actually an internet marketer, by the way. And that's why I learned about him. He has a product on teaching you how to optimize your channel. There's a guy that looks just like him. I thought it was his brother. I asked him if that's his brother. He never answered my question. And because they dress alike, they do their hair alike, I think they might be in a relationship. I hope not. I'm not, I don't think it's, faggotry, but I just don't like the agenda. of gays. I'm thinking it's his brother. That's his brother. Because they dress alike and shit like that. I'm subscribed to Roosh V, this dude says. Right here, Player Supreme, because he debunks all this PUA bullshit since women do the choosing. And he linked to a really good video from a movie. You guys remember the Mac? Okay, RSD. Some dude likes RSD. Wow, that's interesting. Let's see. This dude says, interesting. Care to elaborate a bit further? I'll check out the video when I get home. And that's the video he linked to. This brother goes, and they banned him. See, because he's talked about me, they fucking banned him. That's the racism that's going on out there. Do you guys see that? Banned. I would like to have this guy come to the video channel and let us, tell us why. Was it really because you promoted me? Are they that racist and full of hateration? The dude that promoted RSD didn't get banned. Player Supreme is a middle-aged African-American man who teaches a more unconventional type of game. He claims, which is true, that women do the choosing in the game. They select who they want to date or do whatever with. His game style is more centered on masculinity, looks, and sexual performance. And that's pretty true. Confidence, he forgot confidence. And improving your looks. He should have said improving your looks, but I'm happy with what he said. If you check out his YouTube channel, he will elaborate more in details. Most of his game comes from the pimp game. Most of my game comes from the player game. I touched the pimp game just briefly. So I give player game. I don't try to give you guys pimp game. That is not my forte. I don't try to give you Mac game either. Although I was Macking, but not a full-time Mac. I made too much money. See, if I was broke, then yeah. If I didn't have a business or a job and I was just trying to live off bitches, I would have. Would do that shit full-time. But I owned a business. That's not the kind of man I was. And I'm grateful for that. I'm happy that I wasn't that type of man. Pimp game in the American community. He criticized pickup artists as hoe chasers, telemarketers. Yes, I do. He's not against cold approaching, but more against spamming. Yes, that is very true. Spamming right after every bitch runs by. And cold approachers, they do what they do. Most guys, they cold approach. From my life experience, what he teaches is the closest to the truth, much superior to any PUA stuff that's pseudo game. The pyramid would be, you want to say would be, it said me, pimp, Mac, and player, exactly. This brother learned his lessons. I would like for this brother to come on. I'll do a video interview with him. I have another, any meeting. I can get him on any meeting, do a video interview, and ask him, why he got banned, and talk about that site. This dude, he says, think you can learn game from watching YouTube is like think you learn fighting from a book. Alpha Romeo says, completely off topic, but since it was brought up, I find that most misery associated with dating and relationships seems to be born from the fact that women are the ones that do the choosing. He gets it. Women make terrible, terrible decisions. Well, these guys think that because they go for the alpha males instead of the little scrawny dweebs, that they're making bad decisions. Educated black dudes think because they go for the thugs, the drug dealers. Not everybody can be a drug dealer, brother. In the area, you only have one or two, but they'll fight each other. So not everybody's a drug dealer. They're just broke men that can't get jobs, but they're more masculine than your educated ass. That's why you were picked on. That's why you were bullied. They have more masculinity than you do. And that's what women, especially African American women, that's what African American women gravitate to, are masculine males. But yes, some of the white males they're marrying are very weak. That's because those women have a lot of masculinity and they want the control. You never see a white man actually controlling a sister in these relationships. I've never seen that, in other words. The sister is the dominant one. So rather than getting dominated by some, black dude, she got it made now. The brother says, reverse engineer, my friend. There's women of all ethnic backgrounds and personality types. He's using my language, reverse engineer. So he's definitely a viewer. So come forward there, brother. Just figure out what women want and take it from there. One thing I would definitely say most men lack is self-confidence and charisma. Thank you. That's really important when it comes to women. A man could go out hoe chasing and fail, or maybe join a kickboxing program and step in the ring. When I go out, I see short guys, fat guys, bald guys, ugly guys that have girlfriends. Not every man will be a player, but at least you can hold it down. Hold it down is an African American term. What is a brother doing on a racist white site? If he is a brother. Let's see, place to bring, okay, this dude. He's a supporter of Black Lives Matter. So this red pillage person, he got tooled by Fox News to think that Black Lives Matter was a terrorist organization. And he can't hear the simple message of, stop killing unarmed black people. They're not even saying, don't beat them up. They're not complaining about that. They're not complaining about the tons of times when these police officers just beat the shit out of blacks. Now they're beating the shit out of white guys, and white folks open up sites like Cop Stop and other places like that. They're not even complaining about that. Just stop killing them. What's so hard about that simple message to red pillage? Stop killing unarmed black dudes. I don't get it. These people get so easily tooled that they can't, well, I guess maybe because it was started by two gay women. The fact they're women. So them being European, as we know about Europeans, you guys don't respect women. Because they were property in the old country. And you guys bought the same ideology. Go back and watch a TV show called Archie Bunker. Oh, God. That will give you an idea of how your grandfather taught your fathers how to treat women. It's real. Look at how you guys think, you white guys think of women right now. They're whores. Especially if they fuck a black dude. They're trash. Okay, so this fella says Player Supreme has some of the best game material out there. Wouldn't take his word on politics, though. He gets his information from some questionable black consciousness people. Actually, I don't listen to black conscious people anymore. I get my information from history. You don't get it twisted. I do my own research, as you guys have seen. I listen to one person, and that is Professor Black Truth. Because Professor Black Truth is a history student. And he does his research. See, let me give you guys an example of where I get my information. It'll surprise you. It's not even black. There it is right there. See this man right here? You see his strawberry blonde hair, his pink skin? That's where I get my information. white folks as well as black. Now, I do listen to the black masters. Hope I misspelled his name, but this is one of our greatest teachers. They did the research. Dr. Yosef Ben Jochannan. He went to Europe and studied, dug the old scrolls. You see him here in Egypt. That's where I get my information from the masters, from the books, as I've shown before, the books that I read. As I said, the Black consciousness movement is a bunch of negativity. So let's not get it twisted there, Easy C. I know you're gonna listen to this. Now you know the truth. Now correct yourself, man. Personally, I skip his YouTube channel, just plunk down the cash for his old podcast library. I recommend everybody do that. His old shows are harsh and coarse, but very much raw game, and the best material you'll find on the web. That's very true. He's obviously a Caucasian fellow also. That's too bad. They think if my political, because I'm against Trump. Trump's a racist. Of course I'm gonna be against Trump. I'm not for Hillary either, but I'm against Trump. I'll vote for Hillary just so that Hillary, the bigot, she's a bigot, but not an overt racist. She doesn't have the KKK behind her. Although I know she's connected. She was connected. We have a choice of two evils. You pick the lesser. You pick the one that's going to do the best good for the country, which would actually would be Hillary. You don't want a hothead like Trump in the office. And it's not just about the KKK following him. The motherfucker's a hothead. Immature. He has psychosis. Part of me wants him to fucking win, just so you guys can learn what I'm talking about. Just so you white guys can see. But it wouldn't do anything. Well, he'd probably get us into another fucking war, but that wouldn't affect you guys. It'd affect black guys, so they'll draft us go fight for them, and poor white trash. Oh well. Let me finish up the show. This dude doesn't know what he's talking about here, West Indian guy. That's who I wanted to show you guys. Place Supreme is the dude at my barber shop. Every shop has one. Right sometime, wrong sometime. But he's like Tariq Rashid. Call her. Yo, Tariq, I got this girl pregnant. Tariq, well, what you should have done was use a condom. Yeah. I've never had a guy. Actually, I had one player tell me on the forum that he got a girl pregnant. And I reminded him, please honor your kids. You don't have to marry her, but please honor your kid. Don't forget your child. That's advice I give. You asked me a question on the game, I give you an answer. So this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. West Indy Archie, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I give good game advice that fits each situation. You should actually have watched more of my videos so you would know that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you give this on half-cocked information? Archie. Someone to call themselves Mama. Archie, how would you then address such a question? I'm glad to call him out as the one caller, by the caller example. You say right sometimes, wrong sometimes. What are the ideal percentages that one should be looking for? I'm glad they called him out on that shit. He hasn't been banned. Okay? I guess he's responding to this one. Yeah. True. The thing with him is that you really have to kind of figure it out for yourself and apply the ideas. Thank you. That's what I want guys to do. Guys want, these type of nerds, they want A1, A2, A3. I do this, then I turn right 1/4 turn, and I wink my left eye, right? In 1.5 seconds. That's crazy to me. The game should be fluid. You should be fluid. You should be blocked up like that. Some concepts are pretty basic, like eye contact. Others require you to think about it a bit and ask, how would he probably handle a situation? Thank you. Example would be the flaking question that pops up here constantly. Exactly how do you think he's going to react to a chick that flakes? Depending on the relationship, he's either going to set his foot down, boot her off the team, or treat her as dead to him. Exactly. This Eazy-E knows me. But why that reaction? It's coming from the belief that his priorities in life and his time is more valuable than theirs. So if they don't want to play along, fuck them. Because you got other women to be with and other things do. Thank you, Eazy-E. I'm surprised they haven't banned him. Let's see. This dude goes on. Tariq and Players Supreme answer questions they wish were asked. How can we wish something that was asked? This dude is a fucking fool. And he can get on my call. I'll tell him personally, you're a fucking fool. You got some obviously some issues against us. Because then they don't have to think. Mental autopilot. What? So this dude has an agenda. A lot of the posts response here are like that. To answer that question, you need to understand that the question itself is only part of the greater issue. So you begin by figuring out where the caller is mentally. Is he happy? Blah, blah, blah. Is he worried? Freaking out? Etc. You put the caller at the center. I don't do calls. I think he's referring to Tariq. I think he wants to be some great guru, like he knows how Tariq and I answer questions. You guys go over and read this and see if this shit fits the way I answer questions. Let me know. I'm not gonna bother reading this shit. Don't want to read haters shit. Let's see. But I do want to read this. Some easy questions are not easy to answer because a veteran player knows that more is at play. No, never mind. I don't even want to read that. Let me just say PS style isn't as flexible as this modern age. Like direct caveman game, it works well in feast, horrible in famine. Do you guys read that and hear what I just said? My game is perfect for any time period because a bitch does the choosing. Like, wow. Wow. It's a dude that doesn't get it. Wow. Easy matter perspective works great for guys who are built, have an edge to them. If you're a bit more middling and have less aggressive vibe about you, it doesn't work anywhere near as well. And that's what I teach. To put that in you. To put that in you. To become like that. That's why I say hit the gym. Thank you, buddy. Microwave. This dimwit goes, hello, no comment. He also says still works better than mystery style PUA bullshit. So I've said that, you know, a lot of weaker males don't want to go to the gym and work out because it hurts. Because it hurts. I will take 5 guys and I will do, because someone mentioned this the other day, I will personally train 5 guys. I will show you that your workouts, I can train your body. I'll record your workouts for you. You'll become one of my clients. I'll take 5 dudes and I will make your bodies better than you ever thought possible in less time. 5 guys that can take physical pain in the body and know how to push. They want the right guidance. I will tell you what to eat. I'll tell you exactly what exercises to do. I will guide you through every exercise. Give me a fucking chance to show you. Jovian is whispering, distracting me. Easy. No comment is necessary. I've yet to see anyone who is actually an alpha male disagree with Supreme's basic ideas. The people who think he's not with the times are invariably the guys who don't have the mojo to do what he advocates, where you just look for eye contact, walk up, drag him over to the dance floor, and I'll say, you know, you can ask if you want to, but I prefer to drag him now. I've actually done it and taken it a step further where I just hand her a card and get a text later. Easy, that's actually not a step further, giving a girl your card. That's actually on the feminine side there, brother. So be careful of that. I did that whole give a bitch your card, and I'm in bed with the chick. She was actually, we were talking about that, how it actually, you know, it actually made her irritated. She still called me though, but she said, you know, men don't do that. Men, you're supposed to give the first call. And I agree. Men, we're supposed to call. We're supposed to initiate. It's against the whole concept of manhood to have a female initiate for you. The reason why it actually works is that most of the time women already know on some level whether or not they're gonna fuck, as I have taught them. You within the few seconds, I've seen, that's what I said. At that point, all you need to do is approach and not fuck it up. Exactly. Trying to build attraction is completely waste of time because it's much easier to just ditch them for one who doesn't need any attraction built. Plus, look at my background, ex-military guy here who hung out with bikers and stage performers. Trust me, very few of those guys had any problems with the kind of game that you deride as out of date. Looks like I've got some strong support there. Some strong support. Thank you to the brothers that see the truth. To you dudes. And he's promoting Charisma on Command, who is a internet marketer. And he picked the niche of the dating niche to make money in. And he puts out good videos though. He's actually teaching guys how to optimize a channel and, you know, make money at it. So I've actually taken one of his courses. And his videos are top-notch, professional. Very well done. So anyway, I'm gonna stop the show here because this is getting long and you guys, I'll be doing a live show in a few minutes after I have my breakfast.